think no. Yes. Maybe. Yeah, the butterfly. I was right. I was like, isn't the butterfly here on the right? And then I was right. Hey, okay, this opens the door up there. Okay, it's just a shortcut. This is not going anywhere. And this is just a shortcut back up. Yep. Which is not to our interest. Would need an energy source for this. Which I think I know where it is. It's basically where I came down from. So go back down. It's just below us, basically. I hate that they specified one specific door to become the wrong door and always brings you there. Here, just go up and here, activate that. Yeah. Ah, this actually brings things down instead of. I see. And then you go in here. We don't want to go up. How did I get there? Oh, man. How did I even get there? Hmm. Is this... Maybe? So I go here, and then... Ah, 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 ah. I'm so scared walking like those sections. So I'm walking really slowly. Huh? Oh, that moves that thing. There. But how do you even... It's a door. Okay, so I have to activate it again. And then, this is the door that leads to nowhere. Right. Okay, I get it. I do understand, game. I do understand what you want from me. Hop, please. Go down. Thank you. Angry you are. Yes, I'm angry. Okay, let's go back up here. Go back up here, press this button. Okay, this goes down. Now we go down because we want to go back in here. And then we need to find the funny door, which is this door. Perfect. And here's our third weapon upgrade. Yes. Absolutely worth it. Good. And it's probably 10,000 times faster just to respawn myself. Instead of trying to get back up. Yes. Yes, 1,000,000 times. To my right side. Yes, I know there's an elevator. I'm absolutely aware. I don't care. I don't care. You know it. There's an upgrade just here. And it's probably below me. I don't wanna do that. This is stupid. It's stupid, Mom. I don't wanna do that. Could you go to the forge? Thank you. Holy macaroni. There we go. There we go. A new sword. A new sword. Yeah. Give me new sword. The whole process of making this sword is weird. You throw the whole thing in. You throw your other sword in. This thing empties. And you just get it. It's like, huh? This is the first time the sword actually looks different. Wow. Does this mean this is the final sword? I guess it is. That means the other doors go up. I can open the other door. Goes up. English. England. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to use those. That's it? These abilities that give you a plus and a minus are actually different clothing styles. Okay. That's why you can buy them, because you can change them. I get it. Okay, my bad. But first we're gonna get this. I don't care. So we are still missing one final garb. Or gear, whatever. So if I can unlock those, it doesn't matter. It's like I can unlock those, but let's see. Increases health, but it slows energy recovery. Boosts speed, but reduces health and energy. Or speeds energy recovery, but reduces health. I think I'm gonna go with this for one. So right now I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I have 10 health. So if I'm gonna get this instead, it reduces health by half. It reduces your health by half. Are you kidding me? The energy recovery is really fast, so it probably trades 50 for 50. So halves your life, but increases energy recovery by 50%. It feels like it. But that's insane. Like, no way. No way. But I get it. Like, it's a good solution that they didn't make this an ability, but instead made it a gear stuff that you basically can put on. I like the idea because I guess the idea was, one, you can choose it if you do it on your first run, but I think it's probably meant more for this is your second or third run and you want to do a challenge run. I can see that you would choose one of those gears then. If that, of course, is possible, because I don't know if it is possible at all. I don't know. It's impressive for the energy recharge. I'm not gonna lie. But sacrificing half of your health is pretty darn crazy. Like, it's not nice. Let's be honest. That's not very nice. Like, that's, in my eyes, a too harsh punishment. Okay, so we need to get up there somehow. Can we use the leg? Leg work? No. Game, don't do that. Don't soft lock me again. It's really not necessary. Okay, I was right. That's a strange new thing. Oh. Oh? Interesting. So we're going to charge this Titan. And I had this core. And I had this core. So I'm missing one more core. Hardcore. Huh. Oh. It actually gave me a new goal there. Interesting. So there's this door. Why are these doors like somewhere where nobody goes? Like this door is somewhere where nobody goes. There's not even a teleporter there that goes easily and fast there. Well, it's this one, but here it's like I mean, I'm nearby. I could like drop by and be like, yo, story time, I guess. Did I just kill myself almost? Some health, please. One more. Thank you. Yes. Up we go. And then down we go. And then soft lock we go. Okay, yeah. Now go down. Now we want to go to the left side. Yeah. something to grab on would be cool. Oh, imagine grabbing onto something like a ledge and then get out of the water. Yeah, really difficult, isn't it? Anyway, you let me in now. Intricate door. Look at this. Why would you build a door like that? It looks cool, but that's it. And also, all of this is stone. Heavy as hell. Despite we do not know how much hell weighs. Are we going to do this again? Like the whole, ooh, funny. Boop. We're going to do the funny again. Okay. Okay. So... Heaven and hell? Is this what I understand here? Creation, and then sky person created earth person. And then things went away. The storytelling is a bit weird, if you ask me. Like, it's hard to understand what the game wants me to tell. It's not like I don't care what the game tells me. It's just strange. That's all. It's just strange. Like, it's not like I'm missing imagination or anything, but when you have literally no input of any words or whatsoever, it's a bit hard to differentiate what exactly the game wants me to tell. Yes, we go down. And then we go over here. Whoa, not down there. And then we're gonna use the U to get to this point here. Amazing. Yes. And now we go back to that funny place. I think. Yeah. Do this. Do that. Follow the yellow brick road, mostly. Now, take the safer route, like here. I have a bit more trust in this than jumping into my doom. Keep going, baby. More towards there, and here's our story room. I mean, in the end, I know we need to go to this floating tower somewhere in the middle of the map or in the north. This looks slightly different. Only slightly. What is this sound? Okay. Could you also... Sure. That thing looks like anything we've seen so far. Okay. The ground thingy. The underground thingies. So the ground thingy is responsible for all of the underground thingies. This guy is different from anything we've seen so far. What is this sound? Hear that sound, but what is it? What was that? Why was that sound? Okay. I don't remember where I'm going to respawn, but I remember where I'm going to respawn. I don't care. It's still fun. No. Really? You made a new save point here? Game. Why? You're ruining my speedrun. That is actually no speedrun. Huh. Okay. Yeah. So, we gonna take the shortcut. Look, there's the save point. You ruined my save point. Okay, shortcut. Go back. Go back here. Down here. And up here. And then we're gonna do the deadly jump of deadly jumps. Every time. This game makes me, like, fear for my life. Give me that? Okay, good. Okay, the game wants us to go there. So, to there we shall go. And should be a short process of going. I'm going the long way, am I? I'm going the long way. Don't go there. Stupid long way. There's a shortcut here, so we go here and then back up. Much quicker. Like on your own? Why would you think that you need to return here? Because it was such a good indication that the spirits you freed? What is this? Oh, that's the last core. You had the last core? Okay. Let's see. Uh, okay. Thank you. That's really nice. Imagine that, like, okay, thank you, very nice of you, kills himself. Like, wow. Nice work. Okay, I just don't understand why we are doing the Doom Marine machine thing, but I guess there's a reason, which is unknown to me so far. But hey, whatever, right? Standing next to a nuclear explosion is usually not the best thing to do. And suddenly the robot came from the right side where there is no way. Yes, I'm questioning the immersion of the game. I truly do. What is it going to do? Is it going to fly? Is it going to jump? Is it going to... I don't know. Uh-huh. Okay. Wow. Okay. That thing has a lot of corruption at the top. What? And now you want me to climb. So it literally became Shadow of the Colossus. Sure. Why not? Hi. Just grab it. I know what you want me to do. I'm aware. It literally grabbed it. It's God of War. I get it. Okay. Uh-huh. Yes. You know, considering the arm, I understand the strength. But it doesn't change that his body still is muscles. So, to some degree, it's like... How is this little thing even able to carry this? We don't know. Look at this. Doesn't matter how strong his arm or his hand is, if the rest of the body cannot drag this weight, it wouldn't matter. Like, huh? Right. You always have to look at his head when you're hanging on a blue point like that. You always need to look at his at the head to see in which direction Hop is going to jump. Because if you don't, you always jump in the wrong direction because you cannot rely on controls. Okay. Nice that you can even teleport back from here. That's cool. Okay, it seems Sky Person is more or less not so active anymore. There are two. There are probably three. Okay. No! Don't kill my father! I assume the ending is influenced by the amount of butterflies. Because all of the butterflies there. Okay. Seems to actually want to help. Killing themselves in the process. Yep. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. I'm still confused about the story. Okay, something came from space. Infestation. They sent out bad butterflies? She tried to help. And I'm supposed to do what? Now make a decision? Oh, so either take the hand or attack. Hmm. That's difficult. That is actually difficult. I mean, okay, we have this world here. We have these guys up there. Apparently, they more likely created this world. There's like a king, queen, and this thing in front of us. There's the other being, which I assume is like the daughter of this thing. And as much as I understood from the story, the infestation came from kind of space. And then it spread. But here's the question. Why are the other two dead? Why is this thing so huge? Why is it yellow? It feels like... It literally feels like they got infected, but instead of getting killed by it, it actually nurtured it. And it's so hard. Like, on one way, I understand that it kind of infested it, and they didn't die. It basically nurtured it. They got nurtured by the infestation. And I feel like if we take the hand, we simply die. And if we attack, like, from a logical standpoint, if these three were the gods of this planet, this world, and two got killed instantly by the infestation, more or less, and this one being of those three is like surviving And we saw it was like encased by the infestation, but it was alive. Sure, just saved us from dying. But regardless, like, why was it there, encased in the infestation? Hmm. I really don't know what to do here because it feels like both decisions could be good as bad. The thing is, we destroyed these mother brain things, and then the infestation died out. The only place left where the infestation is still there is on this tower. And you see two of the three beings are already dead, killed by the infestation. There's a third, which differentiates from the other two by being bigger, looking more different. Was encased by the infestation but not dead. And all we always saw is if we kill the mother brain thingies, the infestation is getting killed and is removed. On this tower, the infestation is still here. So it makes not really much sense to take the hand, because I think it would just restart the entire infestation of the world. So I'm going to attack. Can I? Can I attack? Like, I'm pressing attack. It doesn't work. I... Ah. Oh. These things are actually not dead. That thing over there is not dead. Ah, so I have to choose. It's not about attacking or taking the hand. I have to choose of which I believe in. Do I believe in those things over there? Or do I believe in this one? Ah, that's the decision. Huh. That makes it even more difficult. I guess that's what the story... I think that's what the story chambers try to convey, to tell. So you can make a decision of this or that. Hmm. Huh. Ah. The weird part is that she is the only one looking far more different from the others. Even the daughter is, or whatever that is, daughter, son, the child. Even the child is infested with stuff. That's the weird part. Why did they send the child to help us? Like, why did they send you the child? The child help us to reach this tower. And to reach this tower means to kill the infestation on the world. To reach this tower is to kill the infestation on the world. And they helped me to get here. The funny part is that when you look in the background, you see the tentacles actually reach from the throne in front of me to the guy, to the person on the right side on the throne. There is a chance that these guys on the right side are actually controlling the infestation. And this person is the only one resisting. That's why they send their child to help us to end this. Hmm. Okay, I'm going with the decision. Yes, I will reach out to the hand there, but my first impression was this is going to be the bad end. But hey, let's see. Let's see. That's the end? Thank you for taking my hand. I'm glad you played my game. It was the bad end, wasn't it? It was the bad end, right? It feels like the bad end. Mine, it's nothing. Oh. Our families, community playtesters, Discord testers, friends in the industry. Production babies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 production babies. Crazy. Okay. It was the bad decision. Cool. So I was right. Let me guess. He is calling upon another one to fight it. Yep. Here's my question. Is the game... Yeah, the game is nice. It lets me experience both endings. Cool. Like, not many games actually let you do that. I'm personally interested to see, like, okay, cool. I don't know how to get that butterfly there. And I'm missing 3. I'm missing 3? There's one there. I think the other 2 must be underground somewhere. Because I have no idea where these other 2 should be. But mostly I don't care. Okay, so this one is not dead. Okay. I mean, you clearly see them suffer because they try to resist. You see it in the hand movement. I mean, it makes perfect sense. It's the perfect deception. It's not the perfect deception, but it's deception. Okay. I mean, think about this. If this infestation changed this one to be the new avatar of itself, it makes sense. I I just don't understand. I don't understand the fact they literally, like, I don't understand. Why did they help me? What do I bring to the table that makes this infestation better? Okay, they blame the other ones. I get it. So let's see what happens if I choose the other ending. I actually have to fight. Okay. I hate boss fights with ads. It's so fucking stupid. Just lame. Okay. An actual boss fight at the final boss. At the end, one boss. So I was literally right. Like, you basically always have to destroy the mother brain. So what? You kill this one and then you take their place to become ruler, to grow bigger. Okay. Okay. Ah, I remember that big hole we met in the, on the planet. I was like, what was that? I guess it's this tower. Where are you going? You're literally walking into the abyss. Okay, all the doors open. The citizens are getting released back into the wild after the infestation was stopped. I see. I will say this boss battle at the end was very easy. Like, you could literally spam attack. And since the enemies, the additional ads gave you life. cannot speed this up. It just runs. But yeah, it literally made sense. Like, to me, in the first place, it made sense that this is a trick. It The only thing, like I said, is like that confuses me is literally like, why even helping me to get to the tower? Like, what's the benefit? Is the benefit of them overtaking my body so they are freed from the tower? Is that the idea? Okay, the robot falls asleep. Okay, yeah, uh, that concludes Hop. I didn't want to do that, but okay. But good to know. You basically always start from the last save file. So if you wanted, you can still go for the power-ups. Probably there's still 3 energy power-ups. There's the 1 health upgrade and uh, 3 butterflies. And apparently I missed an ability. The last cloak. So I like that they give you this option of being able to do that. Yes. Thank you. Okay. Let me set the marker here. Let's get you back to normal. Let's go back here. So yeah. Yeah. So that concludes Hop. Um hmm. It's a mixed bag. Honestly, Hop is a mixed bag for me personally. And I wonder, as I'm looking up the game, uh, fictional characters. No, we're looking for the game. Oh, video game. It was developed by Runic Studios. Runic Studios is dissolved. It defuncted on November 3rd, 2017. How is that possible? Wow. Wow, that's kind of crazy when you think about it. Like, Hop was released at the end of September 2017. 2 months later, like less than 2 months later, the studio dissolves. Defunction around 2 months later. Wow, that's crazy. Funny enough, there is a port to the Switch like 2 years later. So, huh. Okay, I'm interested to see, like, I'm on the Wikipedia article, so it basically says the storyline of Hop is expressed through environmental storytelling, with more and more clues being revealed as the game goes on. Since there's no dialogue or written language, these clues given through the environments, enemies, and other creatures that the player interacts with. Yes, the story of the world can be worked out from the 5 lore rooms. 5? I only found 3. present in the game. As well, the game's own prequel comic on the Runic Games website, which certainly doesn't exist anymore. The lore rooms in sequence show symbolic animated glyph forms. First, a sun dying around a planet and a spaceship holding 4 elders and 20 disciples. Disciples, I'm sorry. Sun around the planet and a spaceship. Okay, the spaceship departs the spaceship departs that solar system before the sun dies and lands on the new world with an active sun. Okay, makes sense. Using the sun's power, the spaceship builds the raised platforms and the high tower present in the game. AKA, they basically went to a gas planet. Like, literally, like, think about it. It makes perfect sense, right? It must be a gas planet because there's nothing below the lands that are there. Uh, then a new spaceship shows up, transmits a virus or infection to one of the elders in the high tower, who then spreads it to the rest of the platform structures. This infection is represented by the spikes shown in the symbols. Okay. Yeah, okay, I get it. This is accompanied by a sound. Voila! Which the queen at the end of the game also makes. Ah, ah, that's the weird sound we hear in that one room where I was like, what is this sound? The appearance of the spikes is accompanied by jittering, creeping sounds. Lastly, as the result of the infection spreading, the robots awaken. This lore room contains one of 4 elders dead. One of the 4 elders dead, suggesting that it was them that made the glyphs. Okay. At the end of the game, Hop finds enough power cores to awaken larger robots. Yeah, climb the tower. The remaining 3 elders and the affected disciple. Yeah, that the one that helped us. 2 of the 3 elders are alive and uninfected, but incapacitated by the infections plans, by the third infected and enclosed by it. Realized alive, starts becoming infected. The infected queen awakes and uses her power to draw the infection from Hop. She gestures to herself and makes a sound, voila, indicating a name. She then explains throughout gestures that the infection is not her. It came from above. It came from above and into her, and through her to the planet. But she shows the beauty that it is capable of creating by showing the butterflies which the chrysalises have developed. She then offers Hop the choice of either joining her and the affection in coexisting on the planet or siding with the other elders and destroying the infection. The world becomes covered in rainbow crystalline structures, suggesting more of its being converted into symbiosis. The robots is shown post credits. Yet another disciple chamber tried to open to stop the infection. Yeah, that makes sense. Pop chooses the elders. Facts. Yeah. When Hop kills the disciple, the queen accepts her fate and offers herself to be destroyed. Did she? I will be honest, when I had the thought with the disciple, I basically thought that by accident I hit the queen and therefore triggering the event of me killing her, and not like I'm defeated the disciple and then triggered it. Okay. Takes place on the throne as the elder cross the planet. The world is shown clean. Disciples emerging from their chambers being reunited. Post-credit robot is shown finally go to sleep, accompanied by the sprites. Okay. Hmm. Funny. Runic Games was a company of Max Schäfer, who then basically made a new studio. It was formed by former flagship studios developers. So the 2009, the company released Torchlight. Yep. It was acquired by Perfect World. Always bad. Released sequel Torchlight 2. It was this time the developers revealed they were no longer pursuing plans to create an MMO in Torchlight universe. Yeah, I remember that. Mhm, mhm. uh, in March 2014, Eric Schaefer and Travis Baldry decided to leave Runic, form a new studio, Double Damage Games. Max Schaefer left the studio 2016 and founded Ektra Games, which included a number of former Blizzard and Runic developers. 2018 announced Torchlight Frontiers, shared game world built on Torchlight IP. Perfect World announced the closure of Runic Games along with layoffs. Uh, said the closure was to reflect their company's focus on games as a service. Yay, games as a service. One set of developers from Runic, including Marsh Leffler, Patrick Bland, Alan Fong, and John Dunbar, along with former Gearbox software members, established Monster Squad Games. They're currently developing a player versus environment cooperative game. So basically, they made this studio and then it started to break apart, especially after Perfect World bought them. Why did they even let themselves getting bought to begin with? Like, huh? Production Torchlight. In 2010, Perfect World Entertainment Incorporation bought an 8.4 million major stake in Runic Games. Wow. You know, that's. I never understand this. Like, literally, I don't understand. When you're a company, the worst thing that you can ever do, and probably also the best thing you could ever do, is basically become a company that has let me look up before I say something wrong. Um, Stocks. So, stock holding company. I never understand why so many companies decide then to become a shareholding company. Why? Because on one side, yes, it's a form of income that you can use then to grow your company because it's easier that way than to find a financial income in other ways. I get that. But on the other side, you always have this problem of like, if someone wants to do some major overtake of your company, they most likely can do it unless you are smart. And by smart, I mean that you, as the company, buy your own stocks. And I mean by that, like 51% or more, and don't ever give those stocks out because then you always have the leverage of saying, like, no, because when you are a stockhold company, basically the stockholders have a annual meeting where you going to present this happened this year, this is our next goal, and the stockholders have a saying in the decisions of your company. So basically they can say like, no, we don't want this. We see that this is going to work for your company better than your idea. That's what a stockholder meeting is, basically. So if the stockholders have different amounts of percentage stocks from your company, they have different kinds of strength and leverage in your company of saying like this decision is okay or this decision isn't okay. And that's the risk, right? On one side, sure, it's a nice way of getting money, but on the other side, you're always at the mercy of your stockholders, especially the ones with the high percentage stakes in their hands. And that's basically what Perfect World did. Like, they basically bought stocks from Runic and therefore did like an overtake of the company in the sense of they decide now what is good for the company without even owning the company. And it's so stupid. It's like, I never understand this. Like, when you want a company and you want to keep dictating and saying where this company is going, you don't make a shareholder company out of it. Never. And even if you do, you always go with this plan of always having more than 50% of your own stocks. So you have never to fear that someone is going into your company with buying your stocks and going like, no, 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 you must make now games as a service. It's like, that's sad. But on the other hand, good for them. They jumped the gun. Like, at least they jumped the entire sinking boat ahead of time. That is at least a good thing. But considering this, like, okay, they got defunct 2 months after the release of Hob. It kinda shows. Like, it's, you can feel it in the game. Like, all the problems the game has, like some of the decisions that are in the game, all of that is, you feel it, and it makes now haha perfect world sense um that it is in the game. Like, that makes perfect sense. I'm always interested in these kind of things, like who's the developer, uh especially when I have a game where I feel like it's kind of a mixed bag. Why is it? And this explains a lot. Ogre engine. What the heck is an ogre engine? Never heard of that. Ogre engine was used in Earth Eternal. Gazebo Simulator, Hop, Kenji, Open MW, Rebel Galaxy Outlaw, Ricks and Rods, Roblox from 2009 to 14, Running with Rifles, Scrap Mechanic, Shadows, Heretic Kingdoms, Troubleshooter, Abandoned Children. What the fuck is that? Torchlight and Torchlight 2. Okay. Makes sense. Wallaber's Trampoline, Vector Thrust, and Zombie Driver. Okay, sure. Why not? Yeah. So in general, for me, Hop is a mixed bag. It kinda is understandable from the information I just read up why such problems exist in this game, but I'm still amazed at the point of like why the game has literally a bug that can randomly occur, like random bugs in conjunction with your controller. Basically, like I press this button and it has a double function. You move while you're actually blocking, which the game shouldn't do. You should just block and not move. The fact that the game had for some time now missing information how certain abilities actually work, what buttons you need to press, then something I complained about of like, why is the game not giving me instantly the map when I press the start button? Instead, always shows me like this screen, which is completely useless to me with information about things I have found. And like that dodging didn't work from the get-go, but only with a combination of buttons that are not even intended to make you do that. Like the B button was meant for when you have the ability to dodge and you bought it. The idea is just to press B and then you dodge, but it didn't work for 80% of the game. For me, it didn't work that way. I had to press like two buttons at the same time. The broken button that makes me use my shield and move at the same time, already broken button, and then press B at the same time so I could actually use the dodge roll. And it only goes in the direction that he automatically moved. And it then also unreliably dodges as well. And I was amazed, like, it just didn't work from the beginning. And then at some point, for some reason, I got kind of stuck in the environment. So I did a respawn, and suddenly the button that usually does the shield and automatically moves suddenly does what it should do, a shield. Suddenly all worked. And then I basically started the game again with the new stream and it was broken again. It's like, why? Why is this bug in the game? It makes no sense. Like, it's so random. And now, for this stream today, I basically started the game. I didn't do anything special. I just started the game and everything worked as intended. I got the map screen when I pressed start. I could dodge roll. I could use my shield without moving. And it's like, huh? it's it's really not understandable. Like, why? Because it's such a random bug that occurs here and there. And then they never fixed it. I mean, it makes sense why they never fixed it because the studio was gone. What should they fix? They cannot fix something when the studio doesn't exist anymore. But even if the studio doesn't exist anymore, like literally, you still give this game to someone in your company. Like Perfect World was the ones uh, holding the reins of Runic. So why didn't Perfect Studio have like one person, a single person, taking the entire game and do support for it and patch it? I mean, I don't even know if the game is patched at all. It feels like it didn't. And even if they did, they probably patched like things that weren't so important. But yeah, that's why it's such a mixed bag. Like the controls were chunky. Uh, The controls didn't work as they should. Sometimes they did, sometimes they didn't. Then they perfectly functioned. And it's like, ah. So, completely apart from all those small things that I personally have a problem with, justifiably so, what else? So, I think the game wants to tell a story without written words, nothing. Just go to the lore rooms, look at the environment, the enemies. The entire experience of the game tells the story. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. But it's also a little bit far fetched in the sense of even if you go to the lore rooms, you get kind of an idea what's going on, but not entirely. Let me drink something. Ah. So basically, it's okay if you want to tell a story like that. But I feel like if you do it, be a little bit more precise with what you want to tell. Because there's a lot of room for interpretation for the entire thing. There's also the other thing. Like in the Wikipedia article, it said there was a prequel comic to explain where we are in Hop. And that's okay. That's fine. I don't mind that. I just wish they implemented this comic as well into the game. Like literally just an option that says like prequel comic. Click it and then give a warning of saying like this is gonna be a spoiler. It will tell you the prequel story to the game. Hi there, Davamir. How are you doing? Yes, I do. I actually do. Also, I'm a streamer, so yes, hi. You know, people sometimes watch VODs and then they want an explanation and things. I don't mind speaking to myself, it's a good practice. I don't know. I saw for a longer time one viewer, but I didn't look into the user list, so I don't know if actually someone was here. Could have been just a lurker, an outside person, not with a login in Twitch and just watching. I don't know, but that's okay. I don't mind. But yeah, story. I think it's okay. It should need a little bit more precision to be a bit more clear what the entire thing is about. I like the world. The world was interesting. Like unlike anything else I've ever seen in a video game. Uh, I also like how functioning the entire thing was. Like you see all the mechanics and everything going on, uh, and it just works and it clicks together, and it is not like there's no logical mistakes in the entire thing. It's like, so to say, a clockwork going on and off, and it just works, and that's very good. It's convincing. So yeah, because I didn't know the comic at all, I had no idea what the prequel story was about. So I just went into the game and had no idea what's going on. I just played. Hmm. If we take the controls, the control problems away, we leave them out of the picture. I think if you want an action platformer with some puzzles, but nothing that is groundbreaking difficult, then I think this game is gonna hit the spot. It almost feels like the game feels almost like it was meant for children, or at least juveniles. And that's okay. I don't mind. It's like I play a lot of games that are not really in the direction of like, oh, this is hardcore gaming. You need like the ultra skills to get through this. I don't mind that. So the world is certainly well made. It's intriguing. It's interesting. You go through it and think to yourself, like, who thought of this? But you also feel like sometimes in the world there are some problems and mistakes where you simply do not exactly know where to go. Like, I got lost several times in the game because I simply didn't know where to go. I had no indications on the map, I had no other indications, and it was really frustrating at that point. Uh, Style wise, it's fine. It's a cartoon comic style. It's fine. I have no problems with that. It's basically because it's the same engine as Torchlight, so it's the similar cartoonish style as Torchlight 1 and 2. So that makes perfect sense. Overall, I say, overall, I feel really I feel really, really bad, but I feel like I wouldn't really recommend to other people to play Hop simply because of these controller problems. Like, you can also play with keyboard and mouse, but honestly, you shouldn't. You really shouldn't. Not when you have a platformer. Platformers and keyboards are like a bad combination. Like, no, the precision of an analog stick is still much more worth. It's just the problem that the analog stick input is delayed and is not great either. But it's still a little bit better than having just 4 directions on your keyboard. So I still say, like, yeah, you still want to play this game with a controller. And then again, you have these problems with the controller and the random luck of maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Who knows? I don't know. So I would say, like, no, I wouldn't go around and say, like, wow, you need to play Hop. That's a great game. I would probably more be like, hey, if you like action platformers with no much challenge to it, but just experience an interesting world, you can try Hop, but be aware it has these and these problems, and decide for yourself if you want to deal with that. I don't know if I got unlucky, if the game just simply decided on the spot, like, no, I'm not going to work. And other people have like zero problems. I mean, good for them if that's the case. But for me, it was really not so much fun for most of the time. It didn't break the game that I really felt like I want to give up. I don't want to continue. But it still was always like this. Why do I have these abilities? I don't even want to use these abilities because I have these controller problems and I don't trust it. But yeah. I mean, should I complain? I literally got this game for free. So I didn't lose any money on it. The only thing I could say, like, I lost time on it, but it doesn't feel like that. In the end, I still enjoyed the game. I just ignore the controller problems and the other gripes and bugs I had, and the small little frustrations when I got lost. But if I take all of that out, I can still say, yes, I actually enjoyed Hop. It was a nice experience. I would love to play something similar to this, but just work. Instead, just work. That would be really nice. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, that's basically the conclusion. I don't need to give it a number or anything. It's like, it's just my personal experience with the game. This is my subjective opinion about the game. And I think, like, yeah, deal with the bugs and you want to enjoy the game. Hopefully, you got the game for free. I think you still can enjoy it. But otherwise, I'm pretty sure you can find better games. Yeah. But yeah, that basically concludes Hub with that. And it's okay. I will find a replacement game for that. Or maybe not. Maybe I just catch up with the other games I already have in there. But hey,